Ay, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro?
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go counter with Breida. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Play action, now it's Tua. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense. Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. They'll CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On second down, a run with Breida. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They run for it with Breida. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
First down, Miami.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On first down, here's Breida. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brought down at the 30.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Now it's Breida. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And the Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Valentine going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. The drive starts with a completion left side. Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A gain of 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown. I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz it? Do I need to pressure it? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
1st and 10 at the 47.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Throw complete to Herndon. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 28. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Bobby McCain. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
The ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Tua. And he'll go underneath here to Breida. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Tua now on first down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Devontae Parker is the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
This is Breida. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On play action, here's Tua. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Tua with a quick throw, caught out wide. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. Tua going to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami.
complete.
From 3 yards out, and the Dolphins add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Dolphins 14, Jets nothing. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll set up to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And now he's going to use his legs. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Take over 1st.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. No room to be had there on the 1st down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. And able to connect with Barrios. And they will get the 1st down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, but it's going to be 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53. I got one.
And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, it's Berrios complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check, 53's mine. Check, 53's mine. Tighten up. Have the 60.
And to give this time to the tailback. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try to run this one in. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets have made this a one-score game. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Dolphins 14, Jets 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Now they try the right side here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Now a handoff looking right. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
We'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. We'll call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
3rd and 4.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. It's a gain of 7, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Christian Wilkins in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
Christian Wilkins on the stop. A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 11.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they enjoy this 4th quarter lead starting out 1st and 10 now following the missed field goal. Handoff to Breida to begin the drive. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
On 2nd down, Tua. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Wide open receiver complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a 1st down here. They run with Breida. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They run again with Breida. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the 10-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And he'll complete this one to Barrios. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
4 yards.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete.
The pass.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll look to throw. Wesco, the tight end, making the catch. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 12-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something.